Hi Gemini, my name is Audrey Alison. Thanks for joining me. This is a yearly reading. I'm going to draw a card for each month and do a tarot interpretation for the year, as well as point out some astrological aspects, eclipses, and retrogrades. And I'm going to start with the new moon for today, January 27th for Gemini. Ooh, I already see it. Emperor, upright, love it. She's out. She wants to come. Oh, here we go. February eclipse period. Don't worry about it. Everybody's getting swords here. Or reversed cards. It's February and August are going to be our eclipse months in 2017. March, Empress reversed. Amazing. In the last reading, I got Emperor and Empress, but this is how I'm drawing them, so you can see they're shuffled. April, Temperance reversed, Mercury retrograde. Let's see. May, Two of Coins reversed. June, Five of Swords. July, Ten of Rods. Jenny, what happened here? Let's see, August. Okay, Four of Pentacles, like that a lot. August, okay, so September. Six of Rods or Wands. Fire, staves, whatever you want to call them. World, reversed, October. So let's do November, Gemini. Yes, Ace of Pentacles. And, oh, well, we're going to do her, let's go like this. Which way do you want to land? I feel like it's just kind of like neutral, so we'll just keep it upright for the reading and I'll read it both ways. You know, either way, Eight of Coins, I don't mind that reversed either. So, Gemmy, what do we have going on here? Definitely going to be throwing some hematite right in the center of that heart, and I'll do black tourmaline on the Five of Swords as well. For protection, drawing of negative energy. Now, you start out amazing here, Gemmy. The Emperor upright, right now, the 27th, this is like start your endeavor, your leadership, your action. The new moon at 8 degrees of Aquarius in your trined energy. What did I want to just say? I felt a message. Oh, it's like he's looking in the past. It's like draw from your past, but move forward with certainty. So take what you've learned in business or in love, all of it. Take everything you've learned from before and move forward, because this is an initiating card of action in a period of action in the calendar. Moving into February, we have eclipse period. And the Three of Swords sees strife and maybe some sorrow, some nervousness, because it's swords related. On the 10th of February, full moon, lunar eclipse, 22 degrees of Leo in your third house, 3, of communications. Swords. I mean, what on earth? You can't make it up. Third house of communications is where you're eclipsed in your speech, your communication. So watch what you're saying. You could cause strife. You could cause heartache if you're not watching the words correctly. And on the 26th, In February, new moon, solar eclipse, 8 degrees of Pisces in the 10th house of career. So initiating new authority. I'm reading this as a story. It's not just this is only this month. It kind of seeps into the months before and after it. So these relate to one another. Not so much this to that, but sometimes it depends on the information I get. Right now I'm getting some of this may be a boss too. It might not just represent you. It could be that you are starting new career energy. You're just worried about it. You're nervous. Maybe you're nervous about becoming your own boss, being eclipsed in the 10th house on the 26th of February. You're your own authority. Or there's a new boss that you're reporting to and it's stressing you out. It's causing a little bit of tension, anxiety, nervousness. The new moon on the 26th here is that eclipse. Now going into March, the Empress reversed. Still very beautiful, powerful, major arcana card. Just not as fertile as she is upright. So in March, but this is the time of spring. This is the cardinal ingress. This is blooming, fertility, Empress energy. March 20th, most powerful initiating day in 9 years. March 27th is our new moon at 7 degrees of Aries, also initiating energy. This is the card of Aries. And Empress has Aryan energy. She draws from the Emperor. So this, oh yeah, look at that. New moon in the Aryan energy of Empress. It's fertile, but it's just a little bit less than maybe you're expecting. Don't put a lot of expectations on things. Just keep moving. Bountiful energy. Going into April, you have temperance, you have patience, you have the sign of Sagittarius upside down, but this is also Mercury retrograde. Oh, look at that. This is Sagittarius in the Tarot, and Mercury and Saturn is retrograde in Sagittarius in April. So oh my God, it's amazing. Okay, so on April 9th, Sagittarius, Saturn in Sag retrogrades at 27 degrees through August 25th. Goes all the way back to the 21st degree mark of Sagittarius. This is in your relationship sector, your 7th house, Gemmy. Patience, patience, patience. Moderation, balance. Temperance is pouring water from cup to cup without spilling it, not a drop. So concentrate. Even though it's reversed, that's just the retrograde. Even of Mercury. Now Mercury's retrograde is in Taurus, going back to Aries on the 9th, just like Saturn, through May 3rd in the 12th house of internal psychic ability, patience, spiritual virtue. Goes a little bit into the 11th house in the retrograde, into social connections, but I really feel like you are going inward in April, there's a peacefulness to this though. As an empath, I have to say, I'm not feeling lonely, I'm feeling at ease. So there is a withdrawal, but there's a peacefulness to this. So I like this. And of course, it's connecting to the Sagittarius Saturn placement that we have through the end of December. That's where the retrograde starts in that month of that sign. Going into May, Mercury's still retrograde, hence the reversal a little bit too. Starting the month of May and the 3rd with that retrograde. Oh, I'm sorry, new moon, the 26th of April in Taurus. New moon here, 25th of May, 4 degrees of Gemini, the duality. Gemini is the Roman numeral 2. And you're juggling something, and I think you're juggling your work and who's going to pay you. Maybe you're trying to collect money as well, and some of you are paying later taxes, getting something handled in May that is official. Going into June now, there is some strife. There's tension, and there's a miscommunication, and maybe even a little bit of a a negative, how do I say it? Someone is using negative speech around you or to you. There's some kind of oppressive verbal energy to this. And it's creating some burdens for you. You need to address this person. There's a conversation that's happening in June. The new moon of June is the 23rd at 2 degrees of Cancer. You might have an emotional talk around the time of the new moon. And that's okay, Jemmy, because you're the ruler of talking. If anyone's going to be doing the talking, it's going to be you. Otherwise, you just clip them right out. You either talk it out to death or you just cut them right out with the sword. You don't need it. But I think that there is a conversation that needs to be had, and it could apply to this decision about your work. Because they're looking back at this a little bit here. So you could be looking at competition. Someone's up for the same position. So there's some competition. You're protecting your turf a little bit here. And July shares the same moon on the same date. The 23rd of July is the new moon. And that is at 0 degrees of Leo in fire, which is the wands. And this is the burdens that you've accumulated, that you're walking uphill here. You can let these go now. You're going to, probably in August, they're going to be all eclipsed right off. I just feel like throwing that card and just eclipsing these out, because that's the eclipse period here. So, collecting these burdens, maybe this conversation didn't leave a good taste in your mouth. Going into August, 4 of Pentacles, saving money. Now your decision's been made. Now you're accumulating. August 7th, we have our full moon lunar eclipse at 15 degrees of Aquarius in the 9th house of education, foreign travel, property, earth here, belief systems. On the 12th, Mercury's retrograding in August at 11 degrees of Virgo, earth, through September 5th, which is why this is still kind of reversed, I think. But going direct at 28 degrees of Leo in fire, because the retrograde goes direct in this card. So interesting. So it's reversed in earth and goes back into fire. Retrogrades in your 4th house of home and your 3rd house of communication. And something is being said here. You need to watch how you're saying it. Watch the tone of things, Jemmy. You are delivering things very feisty, because you know what? You don't have any tolerance for any kind of stupidity. I think you just know, and that's it. So, and you know what I'm noticing? Look at all this blue. See how the blue is connecting? A lot of these cards are, yellows and all sorts of different colors and vibes, but you've got all this blue energy. So being outside, looking to water and the sky, being in nature might help you because you're feisty. You're in the retrograde. I feel like your speech is impacted and how you're saying things in Leo is very fiery. Now on the 21st in August, new moon solar eclipse, 28 degrees of Leo. So listen to this. The Mercury retrograde in this month goes direct at 28 degrees of Leo, and then 9 days later, we are eclipsed at that same degree. 28 degrees of Leo. There's a culmination happening here. And Leo is eclipsed here in the first eclipse, and then the last eclipse here. So it's tying in this sector from these months to this month. That's why they say 6 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. There you go. It's like, come on. It's amazing. It's just, it really resonates. It ties everything in. I think Gemini is progressing in work. You're leaving the emotional past behind. and you're being eclipsed in your communication sector, I think you need to stop talking, which is hard for Gemini. After this is said, now it's like, shh, keep it. It's okay. We figured it out, is what I want to say. Now, September, new moon on the 20th, 27 degrees of Virgo. Going into September, we still have our Mercury retrograde until the 5th. So the Six of Wands is awards and accolades and yeses and likes and getting what you deserve. And just because it's upside down, it doesn't mean it's not coming. But the retrograde puts a stall on that for the first week of September, probably clearing his shadow the end of September here, the 24th. So yeah, it's just a little bit of the retrograde still, but you'll still get your support and generosity at the end of the month. The world reverse doesn't even mean anything different than the world upright. It's the best card in the deck along with the sun. It is, you've got all of your accomplishments. These are all the fixed signs in astrology: Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio. Scorpio has two animals. The eagle is one of them. The scorpion is the other. But these are the fixed signs in astrology, which says you're not moving anywhere. Once you got this place, once you got this property, you're solid. I think you're all earth. You're going to concentrate on your work in your new environment, and you really see reward now, here and here. You have a very strong, this is strong, regardless of this being reversed. You just got the retrograde holding you up a little bit, not dramatic. Now, October, the world. Stay put a little bit in your environment. The new moon in October falls on the 19th at 26 degrees of Libra. And balance, justice, reward, it's all in the palm of your hand. You've got the whole world in your hand. Oh, and look at that. Oh my God. Okay, what? See the symbolism. I'm not even thinking of this. I'm thinking of the world in your hand, and here we go. That's the message. You got the whole world in your hand. It's like right there. Yeah, there you go. Hand of God. Here is your property. Here's your money. Here's your investment. Here's your job. Here's your promotion. Here's your baby, your pregnancy, even though I really like the cups and the wands for that, but the aces could be that. I just feel like this is more work related. Look at all this coin energy, boss energy, strife with the job that came up in the career sector, in the eclipses. I hope I'm making sense. This is all making sense to me, but I'm all over the place when I discuss things, so I'm hoping this is resonating. So, November. Ace of Coins. Cha-ching. Your November new moon on the 18th, 26 degrees of Scorpio that I mentioned. On the 18th. Okay, so initiating new work, your earnings, all of that blessing. I love it. And now this was kind of neutral. And you know, either way, this is repetitive work, earning a living, skill, the craftsman. No longer the apprentice. You are the master you mastered your skills. Now look at what you're earning, Gemmy. You've got it, baby. You've done it. You've moved. You got some rewards happening. A little slow because your ruling planet is the one retrograde here and here. You're eclipsed here and here. I'm loving this month, and I love your outro months. I'm into it. I'm into all of that. So you just have to get through eclipse periods and June. Even though that's your solar return, Gemmy, there's some gossip energy, slick energy around you. Maybe someone's trying to steal what you're doing online or doing for your business. I'm noticing a lot of that. You know, you can inspire people, but don't, always imitated, never duplicated. So you've got a lot of crickets who want to do what you're doing, I think. And you've got to protect your business which is great. You're copywritten, you get your stuff legally handled, get your business licenses going. Legit businesses last. That's just what's up. So keep at work, Jenny. Keep the nose to the grindstone is the message I just got with that. And you're good to go. You're a soldier of love. I love you, Gemini. I'm wishing you a beautiful year in full. I love it. And just remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.